Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Kate. If you are not new, thank you for watching another one of my videos. So today you're going to be spending the morning with me. We're going to do my skincare and my makeup. I thought this would be a fun little video to film and show you guys what products that I am currently using for my makeup as well as my skincare, because my skincare and my makeup probably changes the most out of all of the products that I use, just because I'm always finding new makeup that I love, new skincare products, lip products, all that good stuff. So we're gonna start and do our skincare first, because you can't do your makeup without a little bit of skincare. First, we're going to wash and cleanse our face. For my morning cleansers, I have two favorites at the moment, so I will just use them like interchangeably, and whatever I'm feeling that day I will use. So my favorite two cleansers at the moment are these two. So this one is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser for all skin types, super gentle on your skin, and then this one is the Aloe Tiva pH Power Balance Waterless Face Cleanser. I love these cleansers for specifically the morning because they're very hydrating and they don't dry my skin out, because my skin is oily and dry, so I have combination skin, so it's just annoying to keep up with sometimes. So I love having like a hydrating cleanser for the morning and then like a foamy cleanser for nighttime. I think this morning I'm going to use the Aloe Tiva cleanser. I don't know, I'm like feeling it right now, so I'm just going to take a little bit on my hand, get a little bit of water, and just cleanse my face. I seriously love washing my face in the morning, and like just having clean skin before doing your makeup is like one of the greatest feelings in the world. Okay, now that my face looks like this, I'm just going to rinse it off and make sure I just get everything off of my face. Now I'm just gonna take a towel, and I always pat my skin dry. I never rub it because our skin on our face is so sensitive. I always say this, I don't want wrinkles, I don't want premature wrinkles, so I just gently pat my whole entire face dry. My face just feels so clean after I use that face wash. I love those face washes. So if you're looking for like a good morning cleanser, those are my go-to right now. And now what I'm going to do is add some toner to my skin. I use the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Facial Toner. Just another thing to hydrate my skin and tone and just make sure we look nice and glowy. So I just take a little cotton pad and dab some on here, just go over my face and my neck, and the stuff smells so good. It's just so calming. So after my toner, I like to go in with a serum. So I'm currently using the Fresh Rose Deep Hydration Oil Infused Serum, so it's the same line as the toner. Just a bunch of things to keep my skin hydrated because it is the winter time, and like I was saying, my skin gets so dry. Like I was noticing the other day, all around my nose and like under my eyes was like super dry. So I love using the serum in the morning. I just shake it up a little bit and pour some on my hands, wrap it around. And everything that I put on my face, I always like to bring it down to my neck. After my serum, I go in with a sunscreen. I use the Eucerin Daily Protection Sunscreen in SPF 30. Sunscreen is so important. It's my most crucial step in the morning. So I just take a generous amount like this and rub it between my fingers, and I make sure to get this all over my skin, my neck, under my eyes, the sides of my face, like literally everywhere. I always like to take a little bit more, just a little bit, and put it on the sides of my neck just to really make sure we got every nook and cranny. So after my sunscreen, I'm gonna go in with a moisturizer. I use the Fresh Lotus Youth Preserve Moisturizer for my morning moisturizer, and I just love this for the morning. It's so hydrating and it's like a gel moisturizer type. So I just take, again, a generous amount, rub it between my fingers, and put it all over my face like so. If if I'm feeling a little bit more dry, I will take a little bit more of the moisturizer and put some under my eyes. And today is one of those days because it is so freaking cold outside. So I just take a little bit on my ring finger. And I know this like isn't an eye cream, but I just like to put a little bit like right here and on the tops of my eyes because my skin has just been so dry. And I just want to make sure I'm really giving my skin the moisture that it needs. Lastly, for my lips, I always need something on my lips for some moisture, so I take the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in Peppermint, my absolute favorite. I just take some on my ring finger and just put it all over my lips so they're nice and moisturized when we do our makeup. That is all that I do for my morning skincare. I don't like to use too many products because my skin is super sensitive and I don't want to overwhelm her with a bunch of products, so I just like to keep it simple, sweet, and short and sweet rather. So now I'm gonna get into my makeup. I've been loving doing my makeup recently. Sometimes I get in moods where I don't want to wear makeup and I'm just like not into makeup. I feel like in the winter times I get more into makeup because it's cold, and like in the summertime I'm not a fan of wearing makeup because it's hot and I'm sweaty and like gross. So I feel like the winter time is when I really enjoy doing my makeup. First, I'm gonna go in with some concealer because we want to even out our complexion. So the concealer that I use currently is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer in the shade Fair. I really love this concealer. It's so creamy and it blends really well. So I don't like to wear foundation. Like, I just like concealer. I'm not a fan of wearing foundation on my face, so I just put this where I am really red, like around my mouth, a little bit on my forehead, around my nose, because I just like my skin to look like my real skin. And then I just go in with my Real Techniques beauty sponge and blend this out. I don't like to wear concealer under my eyes, so I will just take whatever excess concealer is on my sponge and I just run it under my eyes. I don't know why, I just, again, it kind of goes along with like, I want my skin to look like it's natural skin and like I'm not wearing face makeup. That's it. And I also love the little case that comes with my sponge. I think I got this at Target. I just love it because keeping like your beauty blender just in your makeup bag and it's like touching everything and then you put it on your face, that's like super gross. So I just love how I have a little case for it. To set my concealer, I use the e.l.f. HD powder and this little brush from e.l.f. So I just take a teeny tiny amount and I just like to set around my nose and like just anywhere that I put concealer. And I really like this powder because it's not too matte and it leaves a little bit of shine. Next, I'm going to be using a little bit of bronzer to add some color back into my skin after using some concealer. So the bronzer that I use is the LYS or LYS bronzer in the shade Motivate. And I just really love this bronzer because I have gone through so many bronzers in my life and I feel like this one, like the shade matches the best. So I just put this on the outskirts of my face. I don't like to contour anything. I just add some color back and some warmth to my face. I also like to put some on my neck too, just so everything matches and we don't look super crazy. And then I just run it down the sides of my nose just to give her some color. And now we look not dead anymore, so that's good. Next, I'm going to take some blush. Blush is my favorite makeup product of all time. I could go crazy with blush. So my all-time favorite blush ever is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso. It's so beautiful. It's just like a peachy corally color with some gold shimmer in it. It's so beautiful. So I just take the same brush that I did my bronzer with. It's just an e.l.f. angled blush brush. And I take some blush. And I like to smile a little bit so I can tell where I want my blush, and I like to focus it like on the higher points of my face so it like lifts my face up. I love it so much and I don't even care if I put too much on. I'm obsessed with blush. And then whatever excess is on my brush, I just put it on my nose because I think it looks super cute. For a little bit of highlight and some shimmer, I use the Say Super Gel in the shade Star Glow. I love this highlighter because it's not so harsh. Like, I love a good cream highlighter. So I just take a little bit on my ring finger and do the high points of my face, like the tops of my cheekbones. And then I just take the excess on my ring fingers and put it under my brow, on my brow bone. And then I just need a little bit more for my nose. So the tip, and then a little bit on the bridge. So just a very subtle and natural highlight. I'm like in love with that highlighter. I don't like powder highlight. I feel like it looks too harsh. So this is very natural and pretty if that's the kind of look that you're going for. Next is my brows. So I just use a Maybelline brow pencil. It's called Express Brow in the shade Dark Brown. And what I do is basically just fill in all of these sparse areas of my brow. I just like to brush them through before I start filling them in. And I use the little mirror in my bronzer just so I can see what I am doing and make sure they don't look super crazy. Those are my brows. I just like to make them a little bit more bold because they are on the sparser side. So those are my brows. And then what I also do is I have a freckle right here and it kind of gets taken away from the concealer and powder. So I just use the pencil and I just kind of go over it like, oops, I missed. I just kind of like go over it a little bit. I don't know, I like my little freckle just to accentuate her and bring her out because we love a natural beauty moment. To make sure my brows don't move throughout the day, I just use the Great Lash Maybelline Clear Mascara. This brings back so many memories. I used to use this all the time in middle school and I would act like I was wearing mascara. I mean, it basically is mascara, it's just clear, but I just felt so cool. But I just like to brush them upwards for that like feathery brow look. Now moving on to my eyes. I don't do anything too crazy. I have this little e.l.f. super mini palette that looks like this. It's in the shade Cream and Sugar. It's called the Bite Size Eyeshadow. Super cute, super quick for on the go. So what I do is I just take the really light shade right here in this big fluffy blending brush and I just take that color and I just put it all over my eye, kind of just like a base to cover up any veins. To put a little bit of color into my eyes, I just take my bronzer and the same brush that I just used and take a little bit of bronzer and I just like to put some in the crease just to put some like contour into my eye and some dimension. So it just looks super natural too. So now I'm just going to curl my eyelashes with my little eyelash curler. The difference is crazy. So I love my eyelash curler. For my mascara, I use the Merit Beauty Mascara in Perfect Black. And I always talk about how I love a good brow mascara because I don't like the way black looks on my eyes. I feel like it's so harsh. But what I love about this mascara is the wand, and a bunch of mascaras have this wand, but I noticed that my eyelashes don't look super crazy, like rather than like the silicone ones. So I really like the bristle ones. So I've been loving this mascara. It looks super natural and very wispy and nice. So I just take my little mirror and go over my eyelashes until I think that they look adequate. As you can see, it's just very natural and pretty and gives my eyelashes like a feathery look. So I love this mascara and I got a little bit on my eyelid, but we'll clean that up after. It's okay. Those are my eyelashes. I love the way this mascara makes my eyelashes look. I used to use the L'Oreal telescopic mascara. I'm just not a fan of the silicone brushes anymore. I really like the bristle ones. I just feel like it makes my lashes look more natural. And now moving on to my lips. I recently said that I'm in love with like lip products recently, and I never used to be a type of person to do my lips when I do my makeup, but now something took over me and I'm in love with doing my lips. I love lip liner, lipstick, lip gloss. I'm into it, so I'm going to be using the NYX lip liner in the shade Need Me. But the lip liner that's been my favorite is the Kylie X Kendall collection, but I do know that it's not available anymore, so I'm not even going to use that because I want you guys to be able to buy the things that I'm showing you. So I'm going to use this one in the shade Need Me by NYX, and it's basically like the same exact shade. So I just take this, and I'm not going to talk because I'm going to mess up, but I don't really overline them. I do a little bit, like a smidge on my bottom lip, and that's it. I'll show you when I'm done. So that is how the lip liner looks. I just do a little bit of overlining on the bottom lip and just leave my top lip alone because otherwise I will look like a clown. And then to go over that, I use my Winky Lux lip gloss in the shade In the Stars. It's so cute. It has little glittery stars inside. And that is the final makeup look. This is what I have been doing every single day, and I've just been really into doing the lips. I don't know what it is, but I'm just obsessed with like a mauve-y color like this. I think it goes really well with my skin tone, and it gives me like 90s vibes, like that dark brownish mauve-y color like people in the 90s used to wear. So that is my skincare and my makeup. Hope you enjoyed spending the morning with me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time. Bye!